What's up, 7th graders? This is my first video for you, so we're going to go through a couple things along with the lesson. Really quickly, this is your dashboard for right now. Let's go look at your assignments for the next 2 weeks before spring break. So as of right now, as you can see, if you look on the right, on end, all of these are due on 4/6 or 4/7, that Monday or Tuesday when you get back. Assuming we come back. I went ahead and extended 5.2, although I do believe that more than 4 of you in this class, and I think a similar amount in the other 7th grade class, should have had that done, but I'll go ahead and extend it. So 5.2, 5.3, and 4 put together, and then we've also going to move on to 6.1, 6.2, and 6.3, which are over percents. So this is your homework. You will need to have it completed. These will be zeros if you do not get them. I will send out emails as well. The best way for you to keep up on this is using your book and these YouTube videos I'll be posting throughout the week. So today we're just going to work on 6.1 because I've already taught 5.2 and 5.3 and 4. If you have questions on those, email them to me. I will do one of two things when you email me. I will either post, if I think it's simple enough, I'll post just a worked out solution on Google Classroom, and I will email you back and let you know that I did that. Or I'll post a video if it's something that I think requires some more explanation. Most of these videos are going to be lessons though, so if you want a lesson on what we're doing, check out this video. And don't dislike my videos. It makes me sad. Alright, let's see. So I want to show you something else. We're going to go back to your dashboard. This is when you log in. If you look on the left, it says ebook. That is the book. This should not be the first time you're hearing about it, but if it is, no big deal. We're definitely going to need to use this ebook as you try to learn this stuff by yourself. This e-learning requires that you use material because I can't stand up in front of you every day and explain it and ask your questions or answer your questions. So we click on ebook. So it's going to show all the books, but yours, because I am the teacher, but yours is only going to show you the 2 red books. The first one is in English, the second in Spanish. So we're going to click on the first one for English. And it's going to go, hopefully, right to where we are. Yes, so section 6.1, this is on percents. Okay, let's talk about percents really quick. So a percent comes from the word two root words. Per, meaning per or divided by, and cent comes from the word for century, meaning 100. Okay, there's 100 years in a century, there's 100 pennies or 100 cents in a dollar, and there's several other examples I can't think of right now. So basically, a percent is per 100 or divided by 100. So 20% is 20 divided by 100, which looks like a fraction, and it is because it is. Fractions are simply division problems. Okay, so let's look at what the lesson wants us to learn. Okay, I do not like this 2-page view. I can't see it as well. So this is very simply, we're going to be multiplying and dividing by 100 in order to convert. So what it wants us to do is it wants us to, as we see here, 82%. Let's go back. So let's look at just 82%. So 82% is the same thing as 82 per 100 because that's what percent means. So 82 per 100 is the same thing as divided by 100. So I want to review something with you guys. We've talked about multiplying and dividing by numbers by 10, 100, 1,000, right? When we do that, we count the zeros and we move it in the specific direction by the number of zeros. So here we have 2 zeros. So all of the things that we do here when we're converting between percents and decimals and percents, that's basically what we're going to be doing. We're going to be moving it to the right or left 2 places. 2 places. So multiplying goes right. Think about it. That makes sense. If I have 0.23 and I move it to the right 2 places, it's multiplying because it now is equal to 23. 23 is bigger. As you multiply, things get bigger. When you divide, you go left. Okay, so if I have 0.46, or I'm sorry, let's get rid of that. That doesn't make as much sense. If I have 46 and I divide by 100, I'm going to go left 2 places, which is going to give me 0.46. And I've gotten smaller. I went from 46 to 0.46. So again, that's all we're going to be doing. We're going to be moving 2 places, either right or left. Okay, so let's go back to this 82%. So 82% means 82 divided by 100. So we have the number 82. And now we're going to divide by 100, which means dividing goes left. And we're going to move my decimal, which is right here right now. 82, the whole number, has a decimal at the end of it. And we're going to go 2 places to the left to divide by 100. So per 100. So 82% is equal to 0.82. Alright, so let's say, instead of going back to the book, let's say we have to convert, we need to know what is 0.32 as a percent. Well, in order to go to a percent, we multiply. So we're going to go to the right 2 places. 1, 2. It's always 2 places. So 32.32 is 32%. Okay? Now what if we have a whole number? What if I have 1.30? Okay, well, nothing changes. I just still, it wants to know it as a percent. So in order to get to a percent, again, I'm going to go to the right 2 places. So my new decimal will be at the end. So it will be 130%. Okay? What about if I want to go to a decimal and I have 650%, and I want to go to a decimal? Well, my decimal is at the end here, and I'm going to move it 2 places. So 650% as a decimal is 6.5. You're going to need to know how to do this later when we get to 6.3 especially. So hopefully that's helpful. I think that's pretty much what we're doing here in section 1. It wants you to do some of these models, so enjoy clicking all of the squares. But there's 100 squares, so I'm looking at example 1 over here. There are 100 squares, so you just click for 61% is 61 out of 100, or 61 out of 100. So 61 of the boxes out of the 100 would be filled in. In B, 8% is 8 out of 100, so we have 8 of the boxes filled in. And so on and so forth. Writing fractions as decimals and percent. So yeah, okay, so we have 4/5. So there's multiple ways of looking at 4/5. Okay, let's go down. Okay, so let's look at 4/5. Okay, so there are multiple ways to do this. You can just divide 4 divided by 5 on your calculator, and you will get a decimal, and that decimal can be converted to a percent. That's the easy way to do it. It's the way that you can always do it. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm getting my calculator out. 4 divided by 5 is 0.80. 0.80. So now I'm just going to convert to a fraction, which means I'm going to go to the right 2 places. So it's 80%. Okay, so what's the other way to do it? 4/5 is is one of the ones that you can do like this, like a proportion, like the last chapter. So 5 to 100, how did I get there? Well, 5 times what is 100? It is times 20. So in order for this to be proportionate, which percentages and fractions will be proportionate, I multiply the top by 20, and I get 80. 80 over 100 is 80%. So there's multiple ways to get it. Okay. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and do 8 or actually I'll do 8.2 on a separate video so I can load up some problems here. All right. That's it. Check back for 8.2 later. Have a good day.